What's going on, everybody? Good to see you guys today. Thanks for joining me on the day prior to school starting here in Bath, Michigan. And I got a lot of requests in my inbox and my DMs, people asking me to show them my classroom so they can kind of see where I work and where I operate. So I thought I'd give you a quick little tour of what we got going on here for 8th grade American history. So first off, if you want to look over my shoulder here, we've got an image, one of my favorite images of former President Abraham Lincoln. Watching, I got him kind of staring down the classroom, so if kids are misbehaving, they know that the eyes of Uncle Abe are watching. So that's here in the corner of my classroom. Right underneath that, we have a globe, a three-dimensional globe here. Great for my geography class. You can break down where the equator's at, the prime meridian, eastern, western hemisphere, your latitude, longitude lines. It's just fantastic to have not just a 2D map, but just a 3D globe here to kind of show kids, what's going on in the world and where we're at. If you want to slide on over to this beautiful Spartan flag here, go green. This is actually my wife, so I want to give a quick shout out and thank you to my beautiful bride, Jessica, or as the students call her, Mrs. Parks. This is she transferred from teaching this past year into a new role, just going back to school, going to be a student at Michigan State. So this was her new student flag that she gave to me in my classroom. Just wonderful, very nice of her. Thank you so much, Jessica, if you're out there watching this video. Let's get some other personal items here at the desk, but we'll pass over those right now. You guys don't need to know too much about the personal stuff. This here's my schedule for tomorrow, my agenda. So if kids don't know what we're doing, they walk in, Mr. Parks, what are we doing today? I can just, point at the board, tell them to take a peek, and it'll have all the information that they need, okay, hopefully. Slide on over here. This big piece of technical equipment, this is called a BenQ board, and the BenQ is kind of an interactive sort of computer and TV wrapped into one. Okay, I turn it into like my own little movie theater sometimes, get the DVD player going, and sit back, relax, pop some popcorn, and have a good time. So we do that every now and again in history class, but this is provided by Bath Schools, so my employer, thank you Bath for contributing the BenQ board. The kids seem to have enjoyed it, particularly last year when we're doing a lot of online teaching and stuff like that. If you want to slide on just a little bit further here, we've got the, what do we got here? This is the Constitution. Not all the amendments to the Constitution, but basically the one, drafted up way back in 1787. So it's just got the articles, kind of the formation of the government. Kids are going to learn all about that in history class, chapter 8, so we'll get there in a couple months. Slide on over a little bit more, passed in 1791, we got the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments, so good stuff there. We'll teach about those. If you want to slide over a little bit further here, this is what a state of Michigan teacher certificate looks like. Not just a provisional one, but a professional one. So that's kind of the top shelf, nice, form of the teacher certificate. So, if kids come in and they think, Mr. Parks, I don't really know what you're talking about, I don't understand what you're saying, this history stuff makes no sense to me, are you even a real teacher? I can say, hey, Jimmy, or hey, Sally, check out the wall, check out the teacher cert. I am, in fact, a teacher, okay, so I got proof. And if I need more proof, I go, hey, Jimmy, check out the master's degree that I got from Michigan State University back in 2018, okay, that's legit. Okay, that is from the University of Michigan State, College of Education. So, again, go green. Sliding over a little bit further here, we got the original 13 colonies there. Good stuff. We've got some core democratic values strung up across the room. This probably isn't the best representative of the core democratic values. This is former, I want to say, mayor of Detroit, Kwame Kilpatrick. Pretty sure he got in trouble with some embezzlement charges and ended up spending some time in jail, but hey, he's on the poster nonetheless. I haven't had those updated in quite some time. So here we have a picture, famous American history picture of victory in World War II. A photographer had snapped this amazing photo of a naval officer or individual in the Navy, and he's kissing, I believe, just a random girl that he was standing by him when they heard news of, I want to say, victory in Europe, in the European theater of World War II. So there you go. He's celebrating the way winning a war really should be celebrated, by just grabbing somebody random and kissing them. So they look like they're having a good time. Over here, we got a political map of the world. So there you go. If you slide over a little bit further, we got the United States map. Okay, I got another one in the mail on the way, so I can put a few more maps in my room. We do a lot of, states being added to the union and where they're at and stuff like that. So the more maps, the better. We got an old-fashioned United States presidents sort of list with their picture and the years they were in office. Really need to update this. This will definitely turn kids off to U.S. history. It looks like it's a primary source itself. Looks like it's from 200 years ago. So we got to get that one updated. I don't really have a good excuse. Teacher budget here, want to send an updated list of presidents with their pictures that looks better, it's got the last 10 presidents on it. We're at Bath Middle School here, area code 48808 here in mid-Michigan. Okay. Declaration of Independence, 1776. Take that, King George. Up here, big shout out to my brother Nathan, Nate Parks. He donated this to my classroom. A lot of famous classic novels here. And I'm an English teacher as well. This year I'm just primarily social studies, but Nate had this made for his personal library in his home, and it was missing a few books, and he wanted to redo it. And so he said, Jordan, could you use this for your classroom? I said, yes. And he sent it up to me here in Lansing. So thank you so much, Nate, for that. Okay. Personal quotes that a nice former student of mine had drawn up for me, an Abraham Lincoln quote, and then a quote about teaching. Very nice. Oh, probably the most important piece of my classroom here, don't want to miss this, is a Keurig. Okay, instant coffee. All you do is you take this, this pod is what they're calling them these days. You flip open this, you put the pod in there, you crush it down, hit an 8-ounce drink. About 30 seconds later, you got yourself a nice coffee to keep you caffeinated. Most of you know how important that is, especially in middle school. Those of you that are parents, perhaps, of kids of in the 11 to 13, 14 age range, you need all the caffeine you can get, really, just to survive. Okay. Last thing I want to show you, this side of the room, we got all the state, just postcards from states and the state nicknames, state mottos, and they're all here in order, not alphabetical order, but chronological order, from the first state admitted to the Union all the way to the 50th state. So we got those all in order, a little bit of a timeline so students can kind of see, in context of when it was added. And the last thing here is a JFK poster, not so much a poster, but a newspaper article from the Dallas Morning News way back in 1963 when he was assassinated by Lee Harvey Oswald. And this was the sort of headline that came out the next day: Kennedy slain on Dallas Street. So, just a terrible day in American history. So, that's what we got right now. Thank you guys for requesting the classroom tour. And you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you. Goodbye.